Hope everybody's ready for some Donut Box Cup Series action coming up next. All right, thank you for being a part of tonight's programming for the Donut Box Cup Series and the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150 right here, Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway, right here on Twitch.tv, your Monday night racing destination. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horseboat, bringing you all the action here tonight as we have a lot to unpack before we get in to tonight's race. And before we, again, get into that, let's talk about what's going to happen here tonight. 120 laps here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. A lot at stake here tonight, fourth race of the year. Stages are at 30 and 70, and from what I am told, you got about 40 laps of gas in that vehicle of yours. But I digress. Again, tonight, Worldwide Technology Raceway. Next week is going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps under the lights. And then 2 weeks from tonight, Circuit of the Americas. And to top it off here at the end of October, a spooky race at Richmond Raceway. Another night race, 200 laps, hopefully Halloween theme. But tonight, it's pink. Hopefully, most of the field is wearing pink on their car, getting it wrapped up and ready to go for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Now looking into the points, Matt Fleming with 146, your leader at this moment. 16 behind is Josh Larson, Jesse Becker, Andrew Lewis, and Thomas Meeks, your top 5. Biggest mover, as mentioned, Travis Stroney, 7 spots up, and 7 spots down is Connor Rowe. So again, that is going into tonight's race. Tricky track here at WWT. Hopefully they'll be able to give us what we tune in for, is some green flag action. Coming up here next on Casa de la Horse Boat. Again, I am happy to be here for tonight's race. A good cause. Again, breast cancer awareness. Definitely something that should be talked about more of. Cancer in general. And ways that we are combating that. I am from Wisconsin, so a lot of cancer research is done here. And it's truly remarkable of what cancer research and how far it has come to 20, 25 years ago even. But breast cancer important, and that is what we're dealing with here tonight. Again, 120 laps, getting ready for qualifying here any moment. We'll be seeing them flip over out there. Let's get you some race info, see if this worked out for me tonight. Yes, it did. Hell yeah. Again, race 4 of 17 on the docket. Looks simply perfect out there in the digital world at WWT tonight. Kind of wish they were doing the kart road course you see over there. Be kind of hot, but not in these cars. Stephen Gurley Jr. says, I am here and I am ready. Me too, man. Me too. Let's take it in now and get ready for qualifying out here, as I'm sure they're having a quick word with each other. But let's see. Let's ride along with the 48 of Connor Rowe again. Guy who had some unfortunate luck. And again, can't get out of his own way. Is that Ford Mustang 48. Let's see him take a couple laps around at WWT. And let's see if he can get a front row. That was not intended. Here we go, lap 1, Connor Rowe. Get your little driver input display. Gets off that corner nicely. That always spooks me out. That gap in the backstretch wall there. Get just out of line, you could be eating it. Taking turn 3 and 4 ever so gently into this day. And what will his first time be? On the front row with a 34.90. Closest to him is Brian Vosick with a 35.37 and Ben Matt with a 35.40. Let's see what this second lap is going to be. William Robbins with a 35.39. See that car on the front end hop just a little bit. You can do that here. Almost snapping loose on Connor, but let's see if his second lap will be any better. 34.90 to beat a 34.77. You are looking at your pole sitter currently right here. Tyler Smith, let's ride along with him now and see what he's got in the old gas tank. Oh, shit. Keep it together, Smith, and come on, baby. Oh, good for him, but that's going to count. So that was a 38.69. Second lap probably not going to be very good. Let's go with last week's winner, Josh Larson. Look at that pink outline. Beautiful for Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Josh Larson with a 35.46. Good enough for 11th currently. Comes across the finish line. His second lap will be 35.42. Good enough for 9th. Some shenanigans going on right now. Looks like Thomas Meeks cracking the top 10 with a 7th. 35.28. Lap number 2, 35 flat for the 55 and cracking the top 5. But Connor Rowe, Brandon Meyer, Matthew Fleming, Ben Madden, Thomas Meeks, Jesse Becker, Travis Stroney, Cody Keller, Christian Taylor, and Brian Vosick, your top 10 currently. Not sure why my timer isn't working here. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Got 18 drivers who've qualified, about 23 to 25 drivers reporting in tonight. But that is your qualifying order here currently at this moment. Now, they do have a few more moments to qualify. Bring the music back in. Hopefully you don't mind it too much. Bring it back in just a smidgen just because I need it. I needs it in my life. And again, hopefully you had a good weekend crawling back into this work week. I know it was hard for me to get up this morning. But you know, we all got to grind and make that paper. But again, they are just finishing qualifying. From what you see there, the qualifying order, that's how it stands. Looks like another driver just reported in there. Looks like David Mayo or Andrew Lewis, I believe. Yeah, Andrew Lewis is now out on the track. Let's watch, see if we can watch him. Wow, I love that F-Cancer 08 machine. Beautiful for Andrew Lewis, making his presence felt. Again, just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody here. Again, if you're watching as a driver or a friend watching your buddy race, family member, what have you, thank you for choosing us. And thank you to the Donut Box Racing League for choosing me to do the Cup Series this season. This has been pretty fun so far. Got a great group of drivers here. And happy to be a part of everything Donut Box. Unique name. When they approached me, it was a was like, yeah, this actually kind of fits into my personality, what I'm trying to do. I think it was unique, and it's what stuck out to me. And they definitely have proven it. Some great guys in the leadership positions here at Donut Box. And if you're looking for a league to join, this is a pretty good one. So I would recommend that. Again, we are just about, looks like about a minute and 15 seconds, minute and 45 seconds if I can do math, away from getting to the grid. Again, grab a beverage, stretch out, get ready. 120 laps here tonight. Stages at 30 and 70 with a fuel load of about 40 to 45 laps worth, depending on how talented you are at saving it. And next week is going to be at Charlotte, 2 weeks from tonight, Coda, and then 3 weeks from tonight, Richmond Raceway. Three subs away from our goal of 20, 8 followers away from 500. Again, if you're just tuning in, finding out, we're going to do something special when we get to 500. Do something special when we get to 20 subs. It's been a good year for the horse boat. Love broadcasting. I love watching a good race. Seeing good racecraft out there battling for position. It doesn't get much better than this. I like watching this over watching real NASCAR, real auto racing. No, say horse boat. How the hell can you do it? Real auto racing is not even fair. You're right. You're right. Okay, but I'm already paying for this service and get to watch good racing by drivers who are competing as if they were in a real race car. I justify it that way. Everybody thinks they can drive until they get out on the track, and then that is a much different story because you have to perform, you have to do it. And a good stomping ground is here with competitors alike. Trying to show you the way. Again, we have 120 laps here tonight at WWT Raceway at Gateway, whatever the hell it's called. We're almost ready to go. Green flag racing again. We're going to get in the grid and we're going to get started right away. I don't care if they're not there. We're going to get it done. Out on the front row is the 48 of Connor Rowe, Flat Rock, Indiana native, ready to bring down the house. The outside of him, the fellow Ford and his teammate, the 34 of Brandon Meyer. The 8 of Matthew Fleming. Up near the points, lead in the 8 machine. Outside of him is going to be Ben Madden in the 33. And row 3, you have the Thomas Meeks the 3rd and the 97 of Jesse Becker. In row 4, you have the 14 of Travis Stroney and the 2 of Cody Keller. Christian Taylor and Brian Vosick in row 5. Row 6, you have Landon Bednars and the 5 of William Robbins. In row 7, you have the 51 and last week's winner, Josh Larson, and the 21 of Garrett Bainbridge. Starting in row 8, you have the 29 of Stephen Gurley Jr. and the 08 Buck Cancer Machine, Andrew Lewis. In row, 9 here. Row 9, David Mayo in the 35 and the 23 of Tyler Smith. The 07 of Ivan Deschamps and the 66 of Ryan Robertson. In row 10 and row 11, you have Ron Blackwell and Eddie Rose. And rounding out in the caboose and starting 23rd, Sean Kimmel. Again, happy to have you along for the ride here tonight. 120 laps, keep in mind. Stages are at lap 30 and at lap 70. Again, you are watching the Donut Box Cup Series right here at Casa de los Horse Boat. This is Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. let's turn down the music. As the pace car is off. Connor Rowe leads us down for the Save the Tauntaun's Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Green flag action right here for the Donut Box Cup Series. Oh, 8 already put Brandon Meyer on notice. He's going to drop positions very quickly. Fleming now up into second. Don't know what was behind all of that. That was early stuff, but all that pink, let's see it flow through WWT. You see the battle between the 08 of Andrew Lewis and the 33 Nerds, Ben Madden. But up here, Connor Rowe is your leader so far. Rowe, Fleming, Meeks, Stroney, and Becker, your top 5. Taylor, Bednarz, Keller, Larson, and Madden, the top 10. Rowe, letting people know how it's done. Brandon Meyer started in second, now fighting in traffic all the way just outside of the top 10 and in 12th. It's a tough day out here, and it looks like Stroney got a little loose. He's dropping in. Looks like Larson hits the wall. Oh, smoking it.
The yellow flag is out.
I don't understand why you would come back up on the track, but all right. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody should look at that. I think he could still keep rolling, so you should keep rolling, right? Your car wasn't dead. Yeah, he's suddenly gone. Let's back that ass up and see what we can find here in the Donut Box Cup Series instant replay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, you got tapped, got a little loose. And then, oh, Gurley just kind of finished the job, and then he kind of kept getting loose, hits the wall, bounced off, and really he could have just kept going, and it could have stayed green. But it is what it is there. Caution number 1. Again, good hard racing action all over the track before that caution came out there. Fleming bumping Meyer out of the way. Meyer has rebounded in the 9th nicely. Gurley Jr., the guy who just cannot figure out how to get a damn number on his car. I give this guy crap all the time for it. Someday he'll get it together. Travis Stroney there in 11th. Tyler Smith, 12th right now. Again, it's good to see a lot of pink, even if it's accented on the car. Let's take a look at the 66 of Ryan Robertson. And the Freightliner 66 machine looking beautiful. Gorgeous. Got Andrew Lewis there. So I am glad the pink has been represented here tonight. Again, if you listen to me while you're watching the race, I am purely speculating. Don't quote me on anything. Because what may be in the rules and what I say may be two different worlds, my friend. But we'll try to keep them straight for you. Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming, row 1. Thomas Meeks, Jesse Becker, row 2. Christian Taylor, Landon Bednar, row 3. Cody Keller, Brian Vosick, row 4. Rounding out your top 10, Brandon Meyer and Stephen Curley Jr. Pace car is off. Connor Rowe leads us off in the Geico restart zone. Flagman ready to rock.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. Green flag action. Back at it for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Again, next time by, we'll have 23 laps to go before stage 1 has ended. Sure, everybody's going to be able to make it right here and now without having to pit. See Meyer trying to surge back up here in the front. Going to have a tough time doing it. Another track where it's very difficult to pass.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we have another caution. And it looks like David, I found my mayo in the fridge, mayo. Team Creams with the follow, bringing us up to 493. Thank you so much for that. Find out what the hell happened to David Mayo. Oh, shit. Yeah, he ate it. And Ben Madden got a piece of that as well. I do believe they get a fast repair, but this is just odd. Kind of took it in odd and just got loose. Something happened. That killed his car and his night. See if we can ride on board with the 35 of David Mayo just to see if we get a better perspective on what exactly happened here. Oh, car just got loose right away. You kind of feel it. Feel it. But that just kind of felt like that when he was going into the turn. He was already light. Now seeing it from the gyro cam, he's trying to get a good angle to get in the corner. Like he turned it, he just cut it left way too early. He probably could have saved it if he didn't have the 08 to bump into. And then kaboom. There goes the dynamite. And the end of his run, as it were, for now. Maybe he can get a tow and get back out there if he's got a fast repair handy. But that is caution number 2 early on here tonight for the Donut Box Cup Series. Again, next week we will be live. We will be here. We will be present as the next race is going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway, a night race, 200 laps of sweet, sweet, sweet hot action. Only here on Casa de la Horse Boat. Boo 13. I'm a little late to it. I saw it earlier. Let's go Christian Taylor and Jesse Becker. True love exists in the chat. Gotta love it. Again, as they're getting double file, we will get back to green flag racing in just one uno momento, por favor. Connor Rowe essentially leading every lap here so far. Matthew Fleming outside of him in row 1. Row 2 is going to be Jesse Becker and Thomas Meeks. Row 3 is going to be Christian Taylor and Landon Bednars. Row 4 is going to be Cody Keller and Brian Vosick, excuse me. And row 5 is going to be Brandon Meyer and Stephen Curley Jr. And the second restart here. Nearly midway through stage 1. Again, stages are at lap 30 and lap 70. Hopefully you got me, Goose, because we're going back. Green flag racing in the Geico restart zone for the Save the
Green flag,
Tatas
green
Breast Cancer
flag.
Awareness 150. See that Toro to the inside. Connor Rowe getting a challenge from the 8 car. Again, as a lot of people have mentioned in this league, the 8 car of Matthew Fleming is the guy to beat here. You see Meeks taking that outside line with Andrew Lewis. Everybody so far. Oh, there goes Gurley.
The yellow flag
Sweet
is out.
Jesus. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, man. This might be a long one here tonight for your pal Horseboat. Let's back that ass up and see who we can find in the Donut Box Cup Series instant replay powered by MeetYourMom.com. All right, let's see what happened with the car with no number. Coming out of 4, tagging the 04 and hitting the wall. Oh, did you see that come into play? Eddie Rose almost met his end early, but look at that. Boom. And Eddie's like, oh, shit, oh, shit. Just got out of there in the nick of time. Good for him. Yeah, but it looks like just Gurley. The 04, Brian Vosick. Nothing he did. He didn't come out of line or anything like that. Gurley just got into him. Just didn't back out. Poor Gurley. That's what happens when you get squirrely. And that is your Donut Box Cup Series instant replay. Again, Connor Rowe leading us in that 48 Ford Mustang. Again, almost halfway through, almost halfway home. It's been an entertaining one, to say the least. But at this rate, we're going to have 30 cautions. So we're going to need to clean it up just a touch. And it's going to be all right. Again, 7 followers away from 500. Holy cow. Every time I come on here and see that we inch closer to that, it feels really good. It feels awesome. You know, they say it'd be a dream to be a streamer, but I don't know. Seeing some of these kids out there try to do it. See them burning out. Next thing you know, get that Galaxy gas out, I'll be laughing my ass off. I sure as hell don't need that. All right, looks like they're going to go one lap to go this time by again. Not what you want to see early. I know this track is incredibly difficult. That's why I can't really blame them. Tip your cap. I used to run a truck series, or be a part of a truck series, and I used to run here. Even in trucks, it's still a challenge because those things plow. But Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming looks like they're going to be up front for row 1 as we get back to green flag action. Jesse Becker and Thomas Meeks in row 2. Row 3 is going to have Landon Bednarz and Brian Vosick. Christian Taylor and Tyler Smith, row 4. And then row 5, Cody Keller and Brandon Meyer. $14 laps to go in stage 1 when we get back at it. Here we go as we get back at a pace car in pit lane. 48 in the zone leads us off. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Save the tatas for me. Fleming and Rowe side by side on this restart. Battle for the lead we've had all night so far. Looks like Fleming is going to concede for the moment. Oh, 97 giving the 48 a little loving. Trying to move him out of the way. Maybe not on purpose, but damn, that's what it looked like for the moment. Very talented. Just running his line, running his race. Matthew Fleming, your new leader out there now. Connor Rowe. Again, one of those guys, if you know him from the Gears Cup Series, you know he's incredibly hard to pass. Oh, he gets loose out of 2 and almost puts him around his nose of Jesse Becker. Thomas Meeks and Brian Vosick fighting for position for 4th. This is good. .04 making their presence felt here, right here and now. Looks like he's going to have enough to clear him to take 4th position away. And your second place starter, Brandon Meyer, right there. Look back further in the pack. Look at the 08 of Andrew Lewis paddling for 11th between Cody Keller. And just up in front of them is the 5 of William Robbins. Get 10 laps to go. Everybody is kind of single filed out. Pecking order has been set. There's the 51 of Josh Larson. Looks like their car has been repaired a little bit. Maybe not 100%, but still drivable. That's what you like to see. Ryan Robertson roaming around at 15th, started 20th. Not bad for the Ohio native. But out front is Matthew Fleming, Connor Rowe, Jesse Becker, Brian Vosick. Whoa! Well, it was Brian Vosick. See what happened to him. Let's back that up real quick just to see what happened. Looks like he playing out just got loose. Oh, yeah. Looks like everybody's okay now. definitely see the filtration. David Mayo back out on the track. Good to see him. Garrett Bainbridge in the pits. Ben Madden. Everybody is still out there. Nobody has DNF'd so far tonight, so that's good to see. Come around this time on 6 laps to go. Matthew Fleming, once he's been able to clear Connor Rowe, it's been smooth sailing so far. Jesse Becker looks like he might have used this stuff up a little too early on that last restart. He's got a fast car though tonight. I could see him being up there near the front most of the night, as he has been most of the season. Thomas Meeks in the 55. Trying to get his first win of the year. That would feel so good here tonight at Gateway. And Brandon Meyer, who had started second, knocked back down, lowest 12th to 13th, and has worked his way back up now to 5th. Travis Stroney now started 7th, is up to 6th. Having a good evening so far, Temperance, Michigan man. And T-Stro Racing 14 Chevrolet. Next time by, we're going to have 4 laps to go. And it's really between these two for the stage. Again, no doubt everybody's going to pit unless you're on a different strategy. If you didn't hear about it earlier in the show, you got about 40 to 45 laps on a fuel load. Tires should still be okay. Again, it's a lot less than what a normal fuel load would be. Connor Rowe throwing it in there hard, not getting the result he's looking for. 3 laps to go for stage 1. Again, I know these bonus points, or stage points I should say, are important, very important. These guys are looking to compete here for them. Guy who had some misfortune in qualifying, running well right now. Tyler Smith in 7th, started 18th in that USS Air Force 23, and we have a yellow flag. Where is this action? Brian Vosick finally losing it again. Looks like it is. Vosick just shredding the NAR, ripping some waves. Literally almost in the same spot, and he's bringing out that caution flag. Not much to see here, and we're going to move on. Again, that is going to be your stage. And Matthew Fleming is going to be your winner of stage 1. A lot of Ohio residents here in this. It's like a retirement home for drivers, I guess. I don't know. Matthew Fleming, your stage 1 winner here. Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150 right here at WWT. We're going to take a short break. Be right back with all the action. We are back for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150 right here on Casa de la Horse Boat. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horse Boat, bringing you all the action here live as we just got done with Stage 1. Matthew Fleming, your winner of that, as we get set to kick it off for Stage 2. Also, don't forget Friday night, cutoff time for the Gears Cup Series for the Jimmy Johnson Southernmost Tunnel 200. Right here, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:45 Central. It's where we cut it down from 8 to 4. The Championship 4, I hope, will be announced Friday night. But keep it locked in here for Casa de la Horse Boat, 7:45 Eastern Friday night. But I digress. I love the cross channels between now Donut Box and Gears. We have some drivers from Gears into Donut Box. Hopefully we get a couple Donut Box guys next year into Gears for 2025. Or maybe we do a crossover competition series. I don't know. A lot of stuff we could talk about here in the coming months. Looks like some guys coming in, topping off. That just popped into my brain right now. Probably shouldn't have said that shit out loud. But that sounds like a good time. Matthew Fleming and Connor Rowe on the front row. Tyler Smith and Travis Stroney, row 2. Landon Bednarz, Josh Larson, row 3. William Robbins and Christian Taylor, row 4. With Andrew Lewis and Cody Keller rounding out your top 10. Man, I just come up with ideas. I mean, I'm sure, it's been done. I'm sure crossover series between other series have happened. I've seen it. It'd just be fun. Pace car is off, and Matt Fleming is going to tell us when we can go. Saving those tatas, Breast Cancer Awareness 150 for the Donut Box Cup Series. Rowe getting off to a good start on that outside line, taking the run, and off he goes. Fleming looking to the inside. Rowe giving no quarter at this time. Travis Stroney kind of drifts up from the bottom lane to the middle lane. But everything looks good as we get back to it. And I haven't rewarded you awesome listeners and viewers of a Baker's Does Buzz here tonight for the Donut Box Cup Series. And I think y'all are deserving of that. But before I do, looks like Christian Taylor taking a ride on the wild side.
Caution, yellow flag.
Caution is out in the DraftKings 96. And looks like Becker involved. Eddie Rose now. What the hell is going on? All right, so let's take us down to Funky Town right now. So accidents already happening there. 07 of Blackwell, I think that's who the 07 is. No, Ivan Deschamps, Eddie Rose getting into the 96. Christian Taylor, as he's trying to re-enter the track. That would piss me off. But let's try to see what we can see here. Back that ass up one more time. Basically two separate incidents, 3 actually. So you get Taylor getting loose. All right, he's all right now. Accidents happening above. See Taylor. Oh, Becker getting smashed. Mayo's night is done. Done or severely in jeopardy of being done because that front end is smashed. Oh my Lord. So they saw the 96 get loose. I think some people, that like, Oh, man. Oh, something's happening. Okay, everything's good. Oh, there goes the 97. Boom. And I think, let's back that up. Let's see if Mayo had time to slow down. Yeah, I mean, how much time? I don't know what you could gather from that. But that is unfortunate for everybody involved. That is no bueno if you are the broadcaster. We're going to do it right now. Get it out of the way so we get back at it. Here's your Baker Does Buzz. As promised.
Yellow flag is out.
Bring you back in. Not sure what happened here. I see smoke, Oh, I see it now. Okay. Oh, and his teammate, Ronnie B, taking out or putting the finishing touches on his teammate's debacle, putting him up into the walls. We saw the 23 of Tyler Smith get a little loose, but keep it clean. 7. Not, no. Oh, that looks like that was pretty bad. Let's find out here. Let's try it again. Take a blimp cam shot here, see what's going on. Yeah, it looks like the 07 just came up a touch, and then the 09 sent him packing. Coming out of that team's expense sheet for the Cam Kings. Hopefully they'll figure that out in the team meeting next week. Again, lap 70 is our next stage break. We are less than 30 laps away from there. Robbins is in 7th place. Let's go. Just joining. Oh, no problem. Glad to have you here. Give him some love. Again, started in 12th, has worked his way up to 7th, and has been consistently up here all night here in the 5. Has been looking good so far for him and his team. Larson on pit road. Rowe and Fleming. Looks like a common theme here tonight on the front row. Again, 7 followers away from 500, 3 subs away from 20 being our goal. It's been an awesome year. Again, Connor Rowe, Matthew Fleming, row 1, Travis Stroney, Landon Bednar's row 2, Andrew Lewis and William Robbins, row 3, Cody Keller and Brian Vosick, row 4, rounding out your top 10, and in row 5, the 55 of Thomas Meeks III and the 34 of Brandon Meyer. Again, we got one more time around. Good competitive race here so far. Have had their bumps in the road. Hopefully get us a long green flag run. It's what we're hoping for, what we're striving for. It's what the people want. Give it to me. Again, the 48 of Rowe and the 8 of Fleming, row 1. The 14 of Stroney and the 16 of Bednar, row 2. The 08 of Lewis and the 5 of Robbins in row 3. The 2 of Keller and the 04 of Vosick in row 4. And the 55 of Meeks III and the 34 of Brandon Meyer, rounding out your top 10 as we're getting set to get back to what I hope. It'll be a Christmas miracle, but I think we can do it. Get to that epic and important stage 2, which is at lap 70. I believe 38 laps to go when we go back to green flag racing. Give or take a lap. Let's do it. Save the Tatas. Breast Cancer Awareness 150 is back
Green,
at
green,
it
green.
right now. Again, Rowe and Fleming side by side for the lead, and that's been most of the way all night long. This front of the field has been competitive, good racecraft. That middle to the back of the field that has given us a little bit of trouble tonight. Hopefully they're able to get their stuff figured out. Fleming has taken over the lead on the high side. Rowe holding that inside line down. Fleming cannot quite. And we've got another one. And that is Ron Blackwell. I think they should start parking people, and I'm not joking. It looks like he and Tyler Smith bounced off the wall a little bit. And this is just lack of car awareness, simply put. Team Creams, I'm still learning. Is there some sort of factor that is causing so many crashes? Is everyone kind of having an off night? Well, it's a combination of, I believe, and this is just my opinion here, so take it with whatever you want to take it with. Hold it with some stock. Don't. I've raced plenty. I know a little bit. I don't know as much as maybe somebody with a 5K, 6K iRating, but from where I'm coming from, this track is a challenge, okay? It's two different turns or four, whatever. Turn 1 and 2 is different than 3 and 4. But here, this is straight up lack of car awareness. They don't know where another car is on the track, even though their spotter is probably telling them high. That other car is probably telling the spotter low. Somebody's going to have to give in this situation. Nobody did cause the wreck. We move on. But as far as the cautions and the amount of cautions, it's a combination of the two, the track skill and the driver skill. And like I said, the front of the field has been having a wonderful night. I think they've been racing really hard, and I think if we cut this field in half, I think we're green this whole way. But some of these guys just did not bring it here tonight. May not have put in enough laps, I don't know. But we're seeing some usual suspects pop up there in the back, which is causing these problems. Hopefully they'll get it figured out. I know these guys here in the Donut Box Cup Series, they run a tight ship, so I would imagine that we could see something happen here. But again, I'm purely speculating. But to answer your question succinctly, it's a mixture of driver skill and track difficulty. Yeah, big shout out to the wife, girlfriend, supporters, and the chat partners, whatever. That's super cool. I'm glad that you're here supporting your significant others and their passion, their hobby, whatever it may be. These guys want to come here and compete, and you're all for that. That's awesome. And you are welcome, Team Creams. I hope I'm saying your sign-on name there. But again, appreciate that. Appreciate the chat. This is good. Good dialogue for me to kind of develop, to know who's who here and who's paying attention. Much appreciated here. Again, next week we travel to Charlotte. 2 weeks from tonight we go to Coda, and the end out the month will be Richmond. So short track indicators so far are telling me it's going to be difficult. But I think if they put in enough time, they'll be able to do it. Again, riding around people, doing a test session is one thing, man. Like, you can do a test session all you want and be really good, be really fast, get some good hot laps, feel really good about yourself. And then there's another thing of racing around traffic, racing around other drivers, racing around actual people than AI. And that, to me, is the biggest challenge. You can be fast anywhere else, but can you ride with people? Can you take a line you're not normally taking? Excuse me, I had to burp there. take a line that you're normally not used to taking or not preferred? Are you willing to give knowing that you've got X amount of laps to go to maybe get that spot back? There's a lot of things that go into being a racer. Aggressiveness is only one component. There's a lot of different components that makes you one of the best. It's understanding the situation and picking the poison you choose to take. Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming, row 1, Landon Bednarz and Travis Stroney, row 2. William Robbins and Brian Vosick, row 3. Andrew Lewis and Brandon Meyer, row 4. And rounding out your top 10, and in row 5, you have the 2 of Cody Keller and the 55 of Thomas Meeks the third. The 8 has control in the Geico restart zone as we get ready to get back at it. Again, whether you're lurking or twerking in the chat, thank you so much for joining us, being a part of the Donut Box Cup Series and their moment in the sun. The 8 leads us back. Here we go for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. The 48 and the 8 side by side. Let's ride on board with Thomas Meeks as they go around WWT. Oh, shit. You've seen a couple guys drift up into the wall. Meeks, one of them as well. Whoa, man. Now they're dropping like flies down that leaderboard, trying to keep up with the best. And the best is the 48 of Connor Rowe and the 8 of Matthew Fleming right now. We had smoke emitting from the 08 for the moment. Looks like it's all right now. I don't know if that was just a glitch, lag. I don't know what it was. But it looks like they're okay. Rowe, Fleming, Bednarz, Lewis, and Robbins, your top 5. We're closing in on 18 laps to go. It would mean a lot for the 48. Again, a rookie here in the Donut Box Cup Series. But it would be pretty cool to see him get a stage win here. Oh, we got action between the 08 and the 16. This is a battle for third currently. Battle back there between Cody Keller and Travis Stroney. We'll keep an eye on that as they enter the frame from right to left. Andrew Lewis overtakes the 16 for third. And it looks like this situation has panned itself out. And the 04 going for a ride, Brian Vosick. Please no caution flag. Please no caution flag. Please no caution flag. Please no caution flag. Get going. Yeah, buddy. No offense to that dude at all. We just got to get some laps in, man. We need some laps. Top 10 is single filed out. Looks like from all the way. Looks like, wow. I mean, all the way back. This is a good thing, folks. It means we're destined for green flag racing. We're destined for it. Matthew Fleming to the inside of Connor Rowe. Rowe out there, you know, just living his best life. Matthew Fleming trying to take that lead away. It's right on board with the 8 of Matthew Fleming. These two have been battling all night. Hopefully they're learning a little bit about each other, getting acquainted. It's what you want to see. Brandon Meyer to the inside of William Robbins. Going to snatch away that 5th place position. Right behind him is the 14 of Travis Stroney, trying to make it a reservation for 2. Meyer gets a little squirrely going out of 2. Allowing that 5 car. What is going on? Let's see. Looks like now we have the 4 of Sean Kimmel. Can't keep it. Oh, wow. What is this guy doing? He just rides the wall. Yikes. Not a good night for the 4 car. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, let's back it up one more time. Let's see if there's anything that happened to him on the previous lap that may have kind of put it in this direction. Yeah, it looks like he was starting maybe to get loose off of 4 a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Sean Kimmel's night is done. That is unfortunate for our drivers not being able to get those. And, you know, honestly, with how many cautions there have been tonight, maybe you only need 2 sets of tires. Lucky Dog goes around. We're going to go around as well and take a short break. We'll be back right after here for the Donut Box Cup Series right here at Casa de la Horse Boat. We are back here live for the Donut Box Cup Series. Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horse Boat, bringing you all the action here tonight. And for some of these drivers, it's been a wonderful night for them. It's been good. They've been able to make a mark, stay up front, and that's where you kind of wanted to be. The front of the field has been fierce, but it has been competitive. It's the middle to the back area of the field that has been kind of problematic. Again, hopefully they'll clean some of that up. It looks like Sean Kimmel, I think, is out of the race here for tonight. And it looks like we're just about ready to get back to green flag action. As Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming are going to be on the front row with Landon Bednarz and Andrew Lewis in row 2. Row 3 is going to be William Robbins and Travis Stroney. Row 4 is going to be Thomas Meeks and Cody Keller. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be Josh Larson and Tyler Smith. Again, next week we are going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps, a night race. Right here, starting about around 8:10 Eastern Time, 7:10 Central. Get the stream going on, get you in here, let's hang out. Jesus Christ 12 says, Colorado Springs, go Rocky Mountain Motorsports. Hell yeah. I love that. I love the gamer, or the tag. So it's going up. If I am not mistaken, I think the 48 is going to lead us down as we get back for green flag action for the Donut Box Cup Series. Here we go. It's been a two-horse race most of the night between the 8 and the 48. As we are 8 laps away from stage 2. Looks like they did not call the stage, but I believe next caution will be the stage. Connor Rowe commanding that lead. Again, once they got single file, it was pretty good for the most part. And then you just have those one-offs, like again the Ford Sean Kimmel letting it go. Unfortunately for him, his night is pretty much over. Oh, we've got more action in the back. What is going on? Look at this. Look at this. Oh my. Ron Blackwell is a menace. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm sorry, but it's true. That was wild. Too much force feedback in that machine. Got to turn that baby down. Probably got like massive arms. If anybody ever heard of Mark McGuire? Yeah, you know which Mark McGuire I'm talking about. Connor Rowe, Matthew Fleming, Travis Stroney, Landon Bednarz, Andrew Lewis, your top 5 getting Lewis. Got Tyler Smith, Thomas Meeks, Josh Larson, and Cody Keller. And 5 laps away. Good battle here for 12 between Taylor, Meyer, and Becker. Taylor in the 96, Meyer in the 34, Becker in the 97. 3 laps to go next time by. '23 letting her Hall hang out, trying to catch that back bumper of Lewis. Good job here so far for the 14 team. Travis Stroney has worked his way up into 3rd after starting 11th. Excuse me, 7th. The hell am I talking? I'm on crack. Oh, banging. Looks like teammates back there. Meeks and Larson banging into 3 and 4. Larson finding the wall. Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming, 1 and 2. 2 laps to go for the end of this one. Bednarz. Oh, what just happened? Oh my gosh. Somebody blinked out. Robbins, Lewis. Again, everybody starting to single file out. That's good. That's a good thing, folks. Like, Horseboat, what the fuck are you talking about? This is garbage. No, it's good. It's good. I promise. Next time by will be 1 lap to go. Fleming, I no doubt in my mind he's going to give it one last run to try to sweep here and go 2 for 2. The white flag is out for stage 2. Fleming giving her the mustard. Where's your hot dog? That's inappropriate. Connor Rowe out of 3 and 4. Your winner of stage 2 is going to be the 48 of Connor Rowe. Yeah. He made it close.
The yellow
Fleming
flag
made it
is out.
close. But he is the stage 2 winner. Again, Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 152 stages out of 3 in the books. I would talk to our winner, but apparently he is not in any of the VCs that I can see. I'm going to go find his ass. I'm going to go find his ass. Let's do it. Hey, don't talk shit on stream. You are live. Connor Rowe, winner, stage 2. How you feeling, bro? It's Tom Torrey. Oh, they can't hear me. It's Tom Torrey. Don't say anything stupid. How you doing?
Hey,
Connor Rowe. How you doing, boys? You are live on Casa de la Horseport. Connor, stage 2 winner. How you feeling?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. This thing's got a lot of speed in it. Oh, I can't pass
You've been
that
battling. You've been battling with Matthew Fleming all night long. Describe how that feels. Dealing with the 8 car.
Pretty good. Honestly, I think we're pretty close in speed. I think I have an edge on him long term.
All right,
But when you get that clean air, it's definitely that car's got the advantage. So if he gets in front of me on these restarts, he's definitely tricky to pass. I think same vice versa.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Travis Strode finishing 3rd in that stage. How are you feeling? I'll talk to you since you're here as well.
Oh, feeling good. Fast pairs off, boys. Fast pairs off. Not feeling good. Car, honestly, don't want to take tires right here, but I have to. It's feeling really good once it finally got going.
Right on.
Just hope I got something for Connor and Matt.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I'll let you talk strategy. Good luck the rest of the way, boys.
Thanks, Tom.
That was Travis Strode and the winner of stage 2, Connor Rowe. Let's see what other trouble I can get into before we get back to green flag racing. Matthew Fleming, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Brother, you gave it all you had in stage 2 with the end, at the end there. You almost got it. How are you feeling with your car here tonight?
It was definitely wild. I was looser than crap, so I was kind of holding on for dear life. Shout out to the 48. I mean, we have been battling all night, really close. So I appreciate all the clean racing with Connor here. But the car, ultimately it's fast. It feels great. Just the longer runs, obviously gets a little loose. No big deal.
Sure.
So, yeah, this Oasis Sim racing machine feels great, and hopefully we can keep her up here in the front and battle for the win.
Well, again, good luck to you, man. You've had a fast car all night. I love seeing you in the 48 go at it. Hopefully see more of it here towards the end. Good luck, man.
Thank you, sir.
That was Matthew Fleming in the 8 machine. The top 3 winners giving us a piece of their mind here tonight before we get into the final stage. So I think that was kind of cool. Appreciate them being so kind and not telling me to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know, get out of here. Like, I don't know. It's always a risk when you interview guys or drivers mid-race. They might be saying some weird shit. Just drop in on them unannounced. They're just all like, oh, whoa, get out. I like to do the pop-in. I don't like to be popped in on, so I can respect that. But I do the pop-in. In the chat, do you appreciate the pop-in? Let me know your thoughts now if you're lurking, twerking, whatever you're doing. All right, let's get back to business. Let's finish this thing. Brandon Meyer and Jesse Becker on your front row to start the final stage. Row 2, Matthew Fleming and Connor Rowe. Landon Bednarz and Travis Stroney, row 3. Row 4, you have Andrew Lewis and Tyler Smith. And rounding out your top 10, the teammates of Thomas Meeks and Josh Larson.
Green flag, green flag. The yellow flag is out.
They really should put him in jail. I don't know what to do with Ronnie B. What do you do? Oh, Rob, I'm just backing it up, trying to break that down. Nobody wanted to hear what I had to say anyway. But I digress. Let me know in the chat what you think they should do with Ronnie B. Just not the 09's night so far. Look at this. Like, what? What is going on? Let's back that ass up and see what we can find here, because this is just weird. Okay, Stephen Gurley's there. Oh, wow. What the hell is Gurley doing? Oh, I think because somebody was pitting and he didn't want to pass him going to the cones. I can almost guarantee you that's what that is. Yeah. Because the 07 went to pit and it's very slow, so he had to slow up in order to anticipate him, which in turn getting in a fender bender with Blackwell. Hopefully that broke it down for you. Jesse Becker now on the point. As the pace car lights are off, we're going to... Bishop is rolling. Thank you for that follow. That is fantastic. I think we're 6 away from 500. That's amazing. Oh, man. Wow. Holy cow. Jesse Becker and Connor Rowe on the front row for the restart. Matthew Fleming and Landon Bednarz, row 2. Travis Stroney and Josh Larson, row 3. Tyler Smith and Thomas Meeks, the third, row 4. With Cody Keller and William Robbins rounding out your top 10. And in row 5. Again, Bishop, thank you for the follow, bringing us up to 494. 6 away. 4 subs away from our goal of 20. We're at 16. Pace car set to hit the pits. 97 leading us down to the Geico restart zone.
Green, green, green.
And let's get it on. Oh, 23 going for a ride. Smashing into Cody Keller. And it looks like William Robbins may have helped. Let's find out. Oh, yeah, just the brake pattern. Oh, it sent him, like, into Jesus. And then Christian Taylor getting involved, too. Oh, man. You hate to see it. Yeah, you hate to see that right there. My goodness. Trying to clear it and just couldn't. Minimal damage, I would say, if you had to get into that wreck, being a part of that. Let's ride on board with Cody Keller and just kind of get a flavor of what happened. Yeah, Robbins just nipped him. Oh, and Keller just gets a direct hit. Roughing up that nose of the 2 car. My heart goes out to some of these guys. Some of these guys had a good night going and something unfortunate happens to them which is out of their control. But that's what happens here at WWT. This is a challenging course. I say that about a lot of tracks, but with some of these tracks, you really got to have skill. You need to have the track time, the laps, dedication to put in to be seriously contending at this track, because there's some guys that just know it and that are really good here. I've put in maybe 1,000 laps here, but you got to put in a lot more than that. You say, oh my God, man, you put in 1,000 laps? I've practiced here in the truck series. Xfinity cars, the most. Cup cars, very minimal for me. But even to be competitive, I think 1,000 laps would help you a lot. But that's over time. It's not in one sitting or a course of 2 days or 3 days in a row. That's over time. But every little bit helps. Again, like I said, riding alone is one thing. Riding with people is another. Some understand it. Some have a harder time than others. Let's go, Bump and Run Becker. Unfortunately for Bump and Run Becker, he lost the top spot, now into third. 96 making moves. I mean, yeah. He is up to 10th. Hopefully his car isn't too banged up. I don't know if he pitted or not, because we were We were hanging out trying to figure out what happened, diagnosing that. Bug boo, whoop whoop, top 10, 96. There you go. Oh, I love the picture. Let's get this car out of here. Yeah, there we go. That's what you want to see. He's married, ladies. You can't have him. He's locked in. Connor Rowe and Landon Bednar is going to be on the front row as we get back at it. Jesse Becker and Josh Larson, row 2. Matthew Fleming and Travis Stroney, row 3. Thomas Meeks and William Robbins, row 4. With Cody Keller and Christian Taylor rounding out your top 10 and in row 5. Yes, William Robbins started in 12th, currently has fought up to 8th. But we're not close to being done yet, folks. '48 is going to lead us down. I mean, I should say we are close. That pace car is going to need fuel and tires after this one. '48 has control in the restart zone.
Green, green, green.
And here we go. Bednar's all over the back bumper of that 48. Josh Larson to the outside. 2 by 2. Bednar's and Larson battling for that second place position.
Yellow flag.
And we have another caution. What happened here? Oh, and it looks like he just got loose again. Myers straightened him up. Keller's like, good night. No way. That's why we can't have nice things, ladies and gentlemen. As comically as I try to make it seem, some of these drivers, I think they're going to want to forget this one. These guys leading up front here in this front pack have been excellent all evening long. No hate. No hate. Even the guys struggling in the back, no hate. Just been kind of a struggle. Some of these guys are on the struggle bus here tonight. If I was a crew chief, I'd have a bad smoking habit. But we are chugging right along. Again, this is race 4 of 17. Plenty of time if tonight's not your night to be effective. Team Creams, everyone is getting some experience tonight. Oh, yeah, people are learning tonight. People are learning, hopefully not button mashing on that comm. Again, appreciate everybody sticking with us and hanging out. We will conclude with a winner here tonight before it's done. and this is just being my opinionated self sometimes, I think when you get to a magnitude of how many cautions we've experienced tonight, maybe you go to single car. Just go to single car restarts so you can get it over with, get the laps in you need to, because realistically up front, it's been a really good race. It's been a solid race. I've loved it. You know, you get from, you know, anywhere from first all the way back to 14th, you've got some good drivers. You've got some really good drivers competing for position. You know, but you get thrown 3 wide in one of these corners, man, it's not good. Especially if you don't know how to handle it in the position that you're in. Again, don't forget, next week we will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 200 laps under the lights. I'll get you the sponsor once I have that information. And Friday night, you have Jimmy Johnson Southernmost Tunnel 200 at Homestead, Miami for the Gears Cup Series as we are at another cut-off point. 4 races left in the Gears Cup Series season, and we will crown a champion by November. Again, Las Vegas being the finale, but Homestead, Miami being the cutoff race Friday night as we break it down from 8 to our championship. Tune in live, 7:45 Eastern Time right here on twitch.tv/xHoRsEbOaTx. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Again, happy to have you on board as we experience tonight's fun and festivities together. And we will persevere. Experience in pacing, iPacing. You know you're not wrong. And I love a good laugh. I do appreciate that. I do. I really do. Sincerely. Pace car is off. Gonna have to do a mileage check on that thing after this is over. Connor Rowe leads us down in the Geico restart zone. Bada bing, bada two. Let's see those boom booms. Save the tatas. Breast cancer awareness 150. Back at it. Connor Rowe has a good groove. Travis Stroney trying to challenge. Oh, there's the 08. The 08 of Andrew Lewis getting tossed and turned. Garrett Bainbridge in the wall with that Scrub Daddy 21. And again, we will back it up and see what we can see. Looks like check up. Everybody's fine. Everybody's good. He just loses it. Snaps loose. Brandon Meyer takes the front end and eats it. Oh, Ben Madden, almost. Let's see what happened to Bainbridge. Bainbridge trying to stay out of the way, hits the wall, and then that's what I was worried about. If that wall was there, he probably would have went head on into it and ate it. But here we are. Again, less than 30 laps away from the conclusion of this one. High above in the meandyourmom.com blimp camp. Hopefully you're having a good Monday night. I am. I certainly am. Always good to commentate on racing. Turn my music back up while these guys debate on whether or not they should pit as we're high above again in the meandyourmom.com blimp cam, hanging out Monday night, as you know. It's not easy being cheesy, but we're here and we're doing it. Again, we will restart with 26 laps to go. Excuse me, 25 laps to go. It's cool to see up front a lot of pink. Again, it is important to know why we're here tonight. This race is sponsored. Again, Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150 again. It is not hard to find someone who has been affected by either a friend or a family member who has suffered from breast cancer or any form of cancer, but more specifically breast cancer. And I would encourage anybody to donate to worthy causes for breast cancer research or for somebody going through breast cancer. Help support them in any way. A little bit goes a long way, and I can't tell you enough what it means to people when you do that. Again, I think we could all agree, no matter your political agenda, religion, personal outlook on life, we can all use a little positivity. Militia says, how is this race still going on? Laughing, crying emoji. Well, I don't know, man. And again, and up towards the front, it's been awesome. Only a couple incidences that I could speak of. It's been mostly mid-pack to the rear, some guys getting into each other. Some of it's just plain boneheaded. Some of it's just goofing off. I mean, it's the madness that it is WWT. Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney going to lead us off when we get back to Green Flag Racing. Matthew Fleming, Landon Bednarz in row 2. Row 3 is William Robbins and Josh Larson. Row 4 is Christian Taylor and Thomas Meeks III. Running out your top 10. And row 5, Stephen Gurley Jr. and Jesse Becker. Again, 25 laps to go when this green flag drops. Hopefully we can get there without a caution. We don't need another caution. We need side-by-side competitive racing action that I know the Donut Box Cup Series can provide. 48 in the restart zone. Let's get the show a-rolling. Giving you a little meetyourmom.com blimp cam action. 14 backs up a little bit on the 48. Fleming, the 8 car, going to the inside, looking to take second place away. Side by side for 4th and 5th is Bednarz and Robbins, with Josh Larson's right there. Josh Larson, not Larsons. Fleming to the inside for second. Still cannot clear the 14 car. 48's got to be loving this. Oh, 14 bounces off the wall. Still will not be denied just yet, but Fleming looks to clear him right around 3 and 4. Bednarz dropped a few spots, trying to fight again. Stroney cannot seem to get off turn 2 and turn 4 of that wall, or that area of the wall. Connor Rowe, strobe light, he's back. Almost has a second on the field, doing what he can. You see these cars get squirrely out of 2. So you can understand that these cars are loose as a goose. Rowe, Fleming, Robbins, Stroney, and Larson, your top 5. Oh, Robbins hitting the wall. Stroney roaring back. Some of these cars look a little rough, but hanging in there. You love to see it. Oh, Taylor. Taylor's bouncing around. Looks like he's going to be all right. It's going to stay green. Fortunately for Taylor, that might be a curtain call. I should say that should be all she wrote. but a caution could still be there. 21 laps to go. Connor Rowe, Matthew Fleming, Travis Stroney, William Robbins, and Josh Larson, your top 5. Landon Bednarz, Jesse Becker, Thomas Meeks, Stephen Gurley Jr., and Brian Vosick, your top 10. Again, these guys have single filed out. Looks like everybody's good. Christian Taylor, Ron Blackwell challenging each other for position. Let's see what this is. You never know. Trying to give him the old goose egg. Connor Rowe, your pole sitter, has led a lot of these laps. The majority, I would be willing to go as far as saying. He has dominated WWT in every way. Matthew Fleming, though, when Rowe was absent, Fleming was filling in those shoes as the leader. Wow, big battle here for 4th between Larson, Robbins, and Bednarz, and Becker, with Meeks on the outside looking in. Again, and then Fleming, when he's not around, Brandon Meyer was up near the front leading the way. So, I mean, there was a lot, only about 4 or 5 different leaders tonight. Only with a handful of lead changes. Maybe less than 10. Oh, there goes William Robbins. Going downtown. Holy shit. There he goes. He's good. Keeping it green flag racing. That is unfortunate for William Robbins. Trying to cut it loose like OJ. But if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Connor Rowe, Matthew Fleming, Travis Stroney, Josh Larson, and Jesse Becker, your top 5. Landon Bednarz, Thomas Meeks, Stephen Gurley Jr., Brian Vosick, and Tyler Smith, and rounding out your top 10 with 17 laps to go. Connor Rowe, the only knock on him, and I think one of the few, so I think it's a good thing that he's hard as hell to pass, is closing out races. Especially when you got that guy in your rearview mirror. I think he knows Matthew Fleming is one of the guys to beat. He's almost kind of like the Intimidator, man. He's just hanging around. Rowe being consistent tonight has served him well. I think he holds down. No, he doesn't hold down the fastest lap, but the second fastest lap. Young men have had good races tonight. Connor Rowe, Matthew Fleming, Travis Stroney, Josh Larson, and Jesse Becker, your top 5. Three races, we've had 3 different winners. Dylan Morante, Matthew Fleming, and then Josh Larson. Who is it going to be? Are we going to have a repeat offender? Or will it be a newbie? Does Travis Stroney have anything for these guys? Or is he content running in 3rd? Again, he started in 7th, so he's had a great night. Josh Larson started 13th and has gotten up into 4th. Has had a great night. And Becker started 6th. And is inside the top 5. I know for a couple of these guys, this isn't good enough. But for guys like Tyler Smith, who started 18th, getting inside the top 10 would be awesome. Stephen Gurley Jr., 17th. He started, now up into 8th, cracking the top 10 in his debut in the Donut Box Cup Series. Next time by, it's going to be 11 laps to go. Good to see these guys get on a long green flag run. They deserve it. Especially the guys hanging out in the top 10, top 15. Been working their asses off, man. Hats off to everybody. Got a solid ending to this race so far. Now they are experiencing lap traffic, trying to get around Keller and Bainbridge. So with 10 laps to go, it is Connor Rowe, Matthew Fleming, Travis Stroney, Josh Larson, Jesse Becker, your top 5, Landon Bednarz, Thomas Meeks III, Stephen Gurley Jr., Tyler Smith, and Brian Vosick, your top 10. Fleming staying with Rowe, not letting him get too far ahead. Again, this is our primary focus right here with all the action happening behind us right now as these other lead lap cars are incurring and getting inundated by the lap traffic. Ryman 66 Rar says, let's go Connor. Yeah, a win here would be important. Again, 8 laps to go. Matthew Fleming has been all over him the last few laps. Not close enough to do anything, but close enough to make you aware one mistake could cost you this race. Both these drivers have had a good interaction with each other. Good rivalry here, I think. When it comes to the rest of the season, these two cars definitely match up well together, at least at WWT. Fleming trying to track down the 48. I don't think fuel's going to be an issue. Blackwell just ahead as you saw him just leave the frame. Hopefully he'll get out of the way to give the leaders room to operate. Six laps to go. Larson trying his damnness here to catch the back bumper of the 14 car of Stroney. Becker's just running his line and catching them slowly but surely. We cross the start-finish line, 5 laps to go. This is where it's going to get a little crazy. I can feel the tension building. 48 has had a good car all night long, qualified on the pole, put down a heater. I mean, a heater of a lap. Matthew Fleming, this has not been his best track, but he's been one of the best at this track, making his presence felt here tonight. Again, you're going to see the 8 car up here a lot this season. I assure you of that. Matthew Fleming trying to get win number 2 on the year. Connor Rowe trying to get win number 1 of what he hopes of many here in the Donut Box Cup Series. Three laps to go.
The yellow flag is out.
No way. Who caused that? No way. You're kidding. Oh, man. This bothers me a little bit. It is unfortunate for Brian Vosek. He was having a good run, top 10. Just throws her in the wall. Gets loose, throws her in the wall. It bothers me for multiple reasons because that was a cool-ass car getting involved in a late wreck while having a wonderful run. So that resets everything. The lead that Connor had is gone. And this is our first green-white checkers here tonight for the Donut Box Cup Series. That was unfortunate for our drivers, especially with the great racing we were having towards the end. Fleming was looking like he was building up a run. You could feel it. Rowe nervously trying to close that door, get his first win here in Donut Box. But a caution resets the field. Stroney now gets pushed up near the front. Becker gets now a shot at this. It changes everything, folks. Broadcaster, I love good drama. As a race car driver that has been on the, on the end of potentially winning, that kills me inside. It just kills me. Again, we're going to have a short Donut Box Cup Series post-race show and send you off on the evening the right way. Again, Friday night is going to be the Gears Cup Series race 6 of 9. Round of 8, race 3 of 3. Cutoff point going from 8 to 4. Again, 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central. So we'll get that thing popping off. I'm ready for Donut Box next week for Charlotte. Charlotte should be a fun one. I'm excited to get to it. Hopefully you are too. Again, this shouldn't be indicative on the rest of the year or anything like that. Tonight's a hard night. WWT is a hard track. It's a hard-ass track. I can vouch for them. But to those who've had a really good night here at this track, maybe a little frustrated. I can understand that for a multitude of reasons. But here we go. Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming going to lead us off, getting back into the final restart, or I hope the final restart. Jesse Becker and Travis Stroney going to be row 2. Row 3 is going to be Bednars and Meeks. Stevie Gurley Jr. and Andrew Lewis. Row 4, rounding out your top 10 is going to be Tyler Smith. And the 5 of William Robbins. Bring it home in fashion, ladies and gentlemen. And get this race in the books. Get 48 having control in the restart zone. We get to that white flag, all bets are off. Pace car is off. 48 again leading us down.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, baby, here we go. Final restart, hopefully, for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Rowe getting a wonderful run off of 2. Fleming, oh, 8 is around, taking Meyer. Robbins involved as well. Lewis. Ben Madden. Oh, man. Definitely not what I had on my bingo card. You got Stroney getting a little loose here. Oh, wow. It's Tyler Smith, Robbins getting into each other. The 08 getting involved. Smith, they prevailed. 5 did as well. But Brandon Meyer getting some of the worst of it, as did Ben Madden. He's like, all right, I'll be just fine. No. Damn. So we're going to re-rack and try it again. .30-minute break brought to you by the Horse Boat. Stretch out, stretch your legs. Give yourself a minute to grab a smoke, grab a root beer. I don't know. Give yourself a minute to get back to this action again. Trying the second go of the green-white checkers right here, Donut Box Cup Series. And we are back. Donut Box Cup Series action live here on Casa de la Horse Boat, your home and destination for Monday night racing action. Again, next week we will be at Charlotte for 200 laps at a night race. Two weeks from tonight will be 40 laps at COTA. Hopefully I read that correctly. And then 3 weeks tonight to end the month of October, we're going to have Richmond Raceway. So hopefully you got that circled, because it's going to get hot, hot, hot as we get closer to the holiday season. Connor Rowe and Matthew Fleming on the front row. Jesse Becker, Travis Stroney, row 2. Landon Bednars and Stephen Gurley Jr., row 3. Row 4 is going to be Thomas Meeks III and Tyler Smith. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be William Robbins and Ivan Deschamps. Again, trying to get to the end. We can do it. I believe in you. 48 has control in the restart zone. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Back at it again for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Connor out to a good start, cleared the inside lane, and is off and running. And another yellow flag is out. Ronnie B. Oh, man. Ronnie B. Mr. Blackwell exits stage right. Unfortunately for him, his night is toast. I think they get one more go here, and that'll be that. Look at me, I didn't even turn my music off. I knew we were going to be jamming some more together. Come on. Now, I'll tell you that if you don't know much about me or my stream, I have a little bit of sarcasm and humor in my content. I talk a lot of shit because it's funny. It's entertaining for me to commentate on these races. I love it. I love the people who I work with that allow me to do this. So again, I don't have a take on people, whether or not they're good or bad people. That's not for me to say. But if you're bad at driving and you're on this show, be prepared to take a hit. Now, that's not saying I'm good at driving, because I'm not perfect, okay? I get around most of these tracks. Road courses are not really my thing. Ovals, I can get around pretty decently. Road courses, I need a lot of work, okay? But I will point out bad driving whenever I get a chance. Now, WWT is a hard track, all right? Let's clear that away. I've said this multiple times during the broadcast tonight. But some of these guys were not prepared for the moment. But I've noticed that across multiple leagues that I've done stuff for. Sometimes some of these drivers just don't bring it. And that's okay. Maybe not okay for them. It's okay for the broadcast. I commentate on what I see, and I call it like it is, and I hope you enjoy it. Seems to be 494 people that find it okay, at least. tolerable. Wish I could get them all on the same stream at the same time. That'd be dope. I'll get there one day. I'm going to start streaming VR golf. I play a lot of Golf Plus with my friends. I'll start streaming that. Watch us have mental breakdowns as we try to play golf and play golf poorly online. Also got lockdown protocol that I'm going to start doing, I think, here soon. And who knows what we got on dock here for the holiday season. But I plan to be streaming a little bit more than I normally do. Maybe for smaller chunks of time. Connor Rowe and Travis Stroney on the front row together here for this restart. Jesse Becker and Matthew Fleming in row 2. Landon Bednarz and Stephen Gurley Jr. row 3. Thomas Meeks III and Tyler Smith in row 4, and rounding out your top 10. And in row 5, the 5 of William Robbins and the 07 of Ivan Deschamps. Are we going to have a winner? Who will it be? Who will it be? Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, you are welcome, El Rob. I appreciate that. I'm going to pin that just because. .48 having control of the restart zone alongside the 14. This is the final green-white checkers for the Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150 at WWT Raceway at Gateway for the Donut Box Cup Series. Good start for the 48. 8 getting trapped down on the bottom line. Nowhere to go. 14 trying to make a run. Oh, we've got action.
Caution, yellow flag.
And that is going to do it, folks. I believe Thomas Meeks biting the dust hard. Let's back that up real quick before we get to our winner. Well, look at that. Oh, Gurley sending Meeks. 23 of Smith getting into it. Bainbridge, Deschamps, Meyer. Oh, and the 04. Everybody biting the dust. Your winner of this race tonight is going to be the 48 of Connor Rowe. He is going to win, and Independent Motorsports gets a 1-2 finish on the night. Connor Rowe, Travis Stroney, Jesse Becker, Matthew Fleming, and Landon Bednarz, your unofficial top 5 as we come to the start-finish line. William Robbins, Tyler Smith, Brandon Meyer, Andrew Lewis, and Ivan Deschamps, your top 10. And it is a lackluster finish as far as it goes. But there's your winner. It's over. Stamp it home. Connor Rowe getting win number 1 in the Donut Box Cup Series. I know he's going to enjoy this win. Can't get out of his own way, which was a good thing for him tonight. Getting well wishes from nearly everybody. We're going to take a short break and get ready for the Donut Box Cup Series post-race show and wrap it up. We get ready for Charlotte next week. Be right back. All right, bringing you back in for the Donut Box Cup Series post-race show. Again, Connor Rowe getting win number 1, Travis Stroney in second, Jesse Becker in third. Let me see if I can find him. There he is. Jesse Becker, do I have a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jesse, welcome to the program. Started 6th, ended up in 3rd on the podium if they had one. Did a great job keeping that Toro 97 clean and staying up front. How you feeling?
It feels pretty good. I like this track. I'm usually pretty competitive here. I think I would have qualified a bit better than 6th had I not had an issue on lap 2 and spun the car out. But definitely, got dinged up a couple times, and there near the end had the save of my life to keep my hopes and dreams alive of getting the podium, and I'm just glad I was able to come out in 3rd. So it worked out pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, you had a good night. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My teammate Christian Taylor, he's throwing haymakers down there in the points battle for 20th with the 19th place finish tonight, but always appreciate him helping support and helping me run this thing, as well as just being my teammate in general. Shout out Connor Rowe, man. I think that's his
Hell yeah.
Just his 2nd race, comes in and gets the W, so definitely a good drive by him. And just a sneaky shout out to Landon Bednarz, because 4th place for him, he's got to be stoked. And also, last one is my wife for letting me race. That's the most important one.
Yeah, right, man. Happy wife, happy life. I totally understand that. Congratulations, man, on a 3rd place finish. And hopefully the rest of your work week is awesome, man. We'll see you in Charlotte next week.
Alrighty. I might just leave my car parked here so you have something nice to look at while you interview everybody else, because they didn't run off.
That is all good. Jesse, again, thank you so much. Pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you.
Again, that was the 97 of Jesse Becker finishing in 3rd. Now in the booth, I have the 14 of Travis Stroney finishing in 2nd. Started in 7th. Had a great car. Stayed up near the front all night long. I thought you might have had something on that last restart. How you feeling, buddy?
Oh my God, ecstatic. 3rd last week, 2nd this week. We're in the heat of the Gears playoffs. Just nothing but confidence, heading into Friday. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is important, but Friday is a little bit more important. So it's just a huge confidence boost, and I'm super happy with besides all the cautions. But once we got some green flag runs in, the car felt really good. I started to struggle towards the end there. Started to get a little tight, started to get a wheel hop into 3, but just glad to keep it clean. I think I had it finished with a 0x. I can't tell you the last time I've done that, Tom.
And that is amazing in and of itself.
I know.
That is definitely amazing. I would say both these series independently on their own are super important. Getting up here near the front towards the end, getting stage points, another added attribute to this series, which I think people love. Anybody you want to give a shout out to here tonight?
Yeah, shout out Connor Rowe, 1st win in forever. We were just talking about that. Huge shout out to Brandon. Like I said, he had a good run today. Got caught up with some garbage early on, but finished top 10, I believe. Oh yeah, P7. So yeah, Independence Motorsports, Freedom United. I mean, we are putting together some good runs here, and I'm just excited for the future, man.
Right
I'm
on.
Looking forward to it.
Right on. Well, congratulations, man. Hopefully this lifts your spirits. And yeah, we'll see you back here Friday night for the Gears Cup Series.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your time, boy.
There we go. That was Travis Stroney in the 14. And last but not least, your winner, win number 1 in the 48 machine. Donut Box Cup Series winner Connor Rowe for Save the Tatas Breast Cancer Awareness 150. Connor, how you feeling, brother?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. Like Stroney was saying there, this is my 1st win on the sim since I've joined Gears. So you do the math. I think that's July of last year.
Damn.
So
it's been a long time.
It's this. I've had a huge monkey on my back, and this is a huge relief, massive relief.
I mean, I got to ask you here, since you're the winner, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time here. On that, you had the lead. It looked like Fleming might have had something for you at the end. The tension was building. I mean, I could feel it. How happy or sad were you to see that caution flag come out?
I would have liked to race it out. Personally, I don't think he could have got me just because he was really respectful, and I knew he was struggling on the bottom most of the race. So I was usually, once he got to me, I was leaving that bottom open. And I don't think he would have personally used me up. He seemed like a really respectful guy. It's my first time racing with him. But I mean, if he was in front of me, like I was telling you earlier in the race, I think he could definitely keep me behind him. The air really played a big role here tonight, and that made it more difficult to pass.
Yeah, you could tell snapping loose was kind of an issue for most of these drivers, but you prevailed, man. You had that car on the front row the entire night, and when you didn't, Fleming was up there. So, again, congratulations. I think this will be the first of many. You compete well here, match up well with these drivers. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
The Freedom United guys. It's my first race, basically, being this tight with them, and it's nice. It's nice. I like it. It's good. They're good to run with.
Right on. Well, go ahead and enjoy this evening, man, and celebrate this win. You deserve it.
Thank you.
You are welcome, and that's going to do it here tonight from WWT. Again, this was Save the Tatas 150, Breast Cancer Awareness 150 at WWT Raceway Park. Gateway, whatever you want to call it. It's got many different names. I call it Gateway. WWT is a little old for me, but it is what it is. Again, Monday night next week, we go to Charlotte. We'll be live here approximately about 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat. Hoping you have a wonderful work week and see you back here Friday night at 7:45 Eastern Time for the Gears Cup Series right here at Casa de la Horse Boat. See you on the next one.